Hello YouTube. I want to go over a couple more functions for this linked list. First is a delete first instance of a node, which is in this case from this example that I did last time is going to take in a number. We're going to look for this number, the value within the linked list, and delete it. And then a delete all instances of a node, so we put in a key as well, and however many nodes with that same value are in the linked list will be deleted. So if there's two threes and our target is 3, both of these would be deleted. Let's get to it. So void delete first instance takes in an integer and a key. For this one, we're going to do a temp pointer of type node. Set this to head, kind of like how we did up here with current. So temp is the head now, is the head of the linked list, and then another node of a previous pointer. This is going to keep track of our previous node during the loops. So first we want to check if the head is is equal to the value that the key that we inputted. So we're going to say if temp does not equal null ptr. So if essentially this is saying if the linked list is, if there's items in the linked list, and temp value equals key. So if there's an item in the linked list and that first item's value is equal to the key, what we want to do is make the head equal to temp next, and so this is making the head the next value. So if we had 0, 1, 2, this is our head. If our target was 0, this would be deleted. This 1 is the next pointer to the next pointer of 0 is 1. So here what we're saying is head is equal to temp next. This is the next, so 1 is our new head. Then we want to check if head does not equal null, so if there's an item still in it. So here this would be our new head. So it isn't null, so because there's an item in it, we're going to say head last is equal to null ptr. Essentially what we're doing is we're pointing like this to null is what this part is doing. Because remember before we had 0 here, like this. I keep on messing these up. Like this. Since we got rid of our original head, which is 0, 1's last was pointing to 0, but it's not there no more, and then we just make it 1's last, which is the new head, point to null. And then if it is empty, if the whole list is empty, we just make tail equal to null ptr. And then here we're going to say delete temp cout head was deleted. No, and then return, so we get out of there. Sweet. So that is for the head. Now we want to check the other nodes. So we say while temp does not equal null, if temp does not equal null, and temp value. Oh, sorry. Here we're going to traverse the linked list. So we say previous node is equal to temp, our current temp, and then temp is equal to temp next. So kind of like here, how we do this is here to traverse the linked list so we can print it. Here we're just assigning what our current temp is to the previous to keep track of it. And then we're gonna to traverse temp to the next node, we just say temp is equal to temp.next. So back to my example, 0, 1, 2, 3. Currently 0 is our temp. Previous is null because we haven't entered this yet. Then we make previous equal to temp is equal to 0 now because that's our current temp. And then temp next is equal to 1 because that is the next value in the linked list. So here we're saying if temp is not null, so if it's full, and then the temp at that value, the current temp value is equal to the key. We're going to move. We're going to unlink it. So we're going to say previous next is equal to temps next, and we're going to say if temp next is equal to null ptr. So if it's the last element, tail temp next last. Oh, sorry. If temp does not equal null, is equal to previous. Else tail is equal to temp. And then here we're going to delete temp, and then print a message. Node was deleted. And line, and then return get out of here once this happens. And if we finish traversing and there is no node in it, we want to print out the message node was not found. Okay, so here, while temp is not null, so while there's items in the linked list, previous, which is in our first loop, would be if head isn't the one. Previous is equal to our head, which is the first item, and then temp is the next value. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in our first loop, if our target wasn't 0, we would say previous is now 0, and then temp is now 1 because temp next, 0's next is this. Here, if it's not null and say our target was 2, temp is currently 1, we do not enter here, so we move previous node to be 1 now because that was our current temp, and then temp is now temp next, which temp is now 2 because of this part right here, temp next. So previous, this is our current temp. Since our target was 2, temp is not null, and temp's value is equal to the key, we're going to unlink, because this is our target to delete, we're going to unlink the previous next. So remember that one has a, it still has the last pointer pointing to 0, and then the next pointer pointing to 2. We want to unlink it from pointing to 2, so we're going to say previous next is equal to temp's next. Temp's next is what? 3? 3. So now 1 is pointing to 3. We have unlinked it from 2. And then in this part here, we're going to say if temp's next is not null, our current temp is 2. 2's next is 3, so it's valid entry. We're going to say temp's next, so 2's next last, so 3's last. We're going to point it back to the previous node, which is 1. Essentially just doing this. Here we go. So then we doubly link them, and now both 1 and 3 are pointing to each other. This case here, if our target was 4, so temp, I'm just going over example if temp next was a null, our previous is equal to 3, right? And then temp is equal to 4. Temp's next is, remember, this is a null. Temp's next is null. So this is our target to delete 4. So we delete 4. And then we just make the tail equal to whatever our previous is, because that is the last element. So in this case we would delete it, and then tail would be 3. Is what this part is happening if temp next was a null. And then we delete the temp, print the message, return get out of there, and then this is if we cycle through the whole linked list and the item that we're looking for is not there. We print this message out saying that node was not found. So here, let's try it out. We're going to say scd cout. Let's delete the head first. So delete. Oh my god, I can't type. Forget about it. Deleting head. And list dot delete first instance of, and then we're going to delete the first instance of 0. And let's say new linked list. List dot print list. Here we go. As you can see right here, deleting head. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm tripping, sorry. 0's all the way over here. Let's add this right here. Scared me for a sec. There we go. This is our list, 0, 1, 2, 3. We're going to delete the head. As you can see, head was deleted. The message in here was executed. Then we return get out of there and print the new list. Print list. Print list. Our new list is now just 1, 2, 3. Now back to my other example that scared me. If 0 is not in the head, we would run it. This is our list, 1, 2, 3, 0. Deleting, we wouldn't need the deleting head message, but just imagine I had deleting 0. Node was deleted, we found it at the very end. Linked list is now 1, 2, 3. So yeah, this is just deleting the first instance of a node. Let me know if you understood it or if you want me to clarify anything. Yeah, thank you for watching.